What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another Dota 1 game. It has been a while, but we are here for a match in the TESL, the Thailand Esports League, and we have a match between SVRES, the Cambodian upstarts, on the side of the Sentinel, and iDeal.Gigabyte. And with me is the enthusiastic Dota 1 commentator himself, Screen Guard Guy. If you check out his channel, youtube.com/ScreenGuardGuy, all of his casts currently are Dota 1, so give him some love.
Hey guys, what's up? Just gonna do some shameless plugging, but thank you, B-Ballin, for doing it for me. Comes a
Gotcha
lot,
back.
it means a lot more coming from you. So
Yeah, no biggie. But yeah, this is a pretty interesting game as we have a Pudge pickup on the side of Gigabyte Ideal or Ideal.Gigabyte from Thailand. Um, yeah, I guess
yeah,
so we're pretty much ready to go into this game. Unfortunately, this game is 674C, so we don't have the crazy new patch heroes yet. But you can see, even in this past, Barrier is a first round ban, so man, he's gonna just get like auto banned by everybody in the new patch. But we'll get into this game, so ready to go?
yep.
Alright, three,
Time you are.
2, 1, unpause. 48, 49, 50.
Yep,
Alright, so we'll go over the players and the teams. Looks like we have uh, E playing the H-Nav version on the side of SVR, 520 playing the Tidehunter, the Star playing Rubik, Nakem is playing the Invoker, and B is playing the Weaver.
yep. I'm gonna introduce the Gigabyte team, and they do something I really hate. They just have like two letters as their name. We're gonna see BZ gonna be playing that Pudge. It will be Oxil gonna be playing the Morphling. It's gonna be Up on the Earthshaker, and N gonna be playing the Leshrac, and Min gonna be playing their Windrunner. Short
So,
names.
yeah, so since I haven't casted Dota 1 in a minute, can you keep us a little bit up to date on what is currently happening in the Dota 1 scene? Just still all out craziness in the Southeast Asian scene, pretty much?
Oh, well, both these teams very, very well established. Ideal.Gigabyte, of course, incredibly famous. SVRES, I think they've been around for about 6, 7 months. Haven't really won any major, well, they've won a few tournaments, but no really super major ones, GEST, and the like. But very, very aggressive playing style. I think slightly more aggressive than Ideal. In fact, Ideal do like to have a Morphling like get a little bit late. They do like to get a Lincoln Sphere on him really, really particularly quickly. And I think these two are about to meet Ancient Apparition as well.
Uh-oh.
Earthshaker. Is it going to be Long Range Fisher? Is it going to be Waveform in? What's going to happen? Nope. There's going to be moving off some nice words. Oh my goodness, a beautiful Fisher going to cut off his escape route. A few more right clicks. Waveform's going to be going in. And we're going to see the very early first blood. Cold Feet's going to be going off. A few more right clicks. He's running to the tower. Desperately wants it. No split Earth. Will catch him out. And that is the end
Yep,
of
Oxel the
that.
Morphling picking up first blood, so you can see 7-4. Morphling's still as good as he ever is. Um, but yeah, sorry about my camera control. I'm a little bit more used to Dota 2's smoother camera control, but hopefully it'll improve as the game progresses. But meanwhile, Rubik up against Pudge. Pudge shouldn't die, but he won't have too easy of a lane. Of course, Rubik's reducing the base damage does hurt Pudge a little bit, but still, Pudge should be able to get enough farm and XP. Rubik can't really keep him off the lane. And meanwhile, the top lane. Weaver solo top. Pretty interesting as he's just going to be chilling
Quadruple.
out there.
Nope, no, he's going to be going down. Look at it right now. A Fisher split Earth as well. He's taking a lot of harass. Oh, no. Going
Meanwhile,
to be
mid
just
lane, there's
fine.
going to be a gank as Telekinesis and Gush combined with Cold Feet coming in as the two supports from the top lane roamed mid as E, the Ancient Apparition, picks up a kill, so immediately tying up 1-1. But unfortunately, Weaver took a lot of harassment to burn Salve as well and is not getting too much experience. And all the while, Morphling did pick up First Blood and, well, pretty typical in Southeast Asian games, not last hitting every single creep as he's missing some.
Yeah, check out this Rubik build, though. He's just gone for one null talisman as well as 3 tangos of vesification. I guess if you're going to be if like you plan to be killing the Pudge really, really early on, there's, absolutely nothing wrong with that. As we just up top, we Diabolic Edict, I believe, just got that kill on the Rubian Weaver. Sentry Ward down is already paying for itself. And at the bot, we're seeing a move forward. Or immediately another gank. Cold Feet as well. Gosh. Oh my goodness. He's actually going to proc. No, it won't proc. Wind run. Too good. Oh, maybe she might be going down, though. A few more right clicks. One more. Is he going to? No, unfortunately not. An Invoker has skilled Quas, so no big Sun Strikes, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is a little bit unfortunate for Sal because I'm not really too sure what the idea is of leaving Weaver completely by himself. Already died. Only level 1, about to hit level 2, so that's good for him. But he's going to be really, really hard pressed to farm as Morphling 7-7. Not really the best last hitting, but I can't really speak because my last hitting, pretty garbage.
Oh, Pudge already forced to burn through all of his restoratives. And up top, we're going to see anything else? Nope. I'm just really, really paranoid here because it's such an aggressive tri lane. Rubik, of course, very, very low. Forced to eat pretty much all of his tangos at this point, but he's going to go for a fast bottle, so it's going to be A-okay. Windrunner going to be doing some solo action against the Ancient Apparition. Should be just fine. Haste Rune, notwithstanding. And Pudge is going to meet here. Oh my goodness, Tidehunter is going to be falling. Too much, Rot too good, and his Cold Feet actually going to be proccing. Yes, it will. Ancient Apparition may get a solo kill right here. Oh, a few more hits, and he's going to implode himself right then and there. Meanwhile, up top, the action doesn't stop. No, it does stop. Okay, that's cool.
The action doesn't stop except when it stops, apparently, as Earthshaker constantly canceling fissures just to psych out the Rubik, but Rubik is just going to walk by saying, I don't give any sorts of damn. As, yeah, so much action, 1 to 3, 4 minutes in the game, but Invoker, trying to farm it up against Winner. Winner is level 3, so that's going quite well for her, but it looks like all the attention is being paid in the middle lane, which is usually the case when there is a Pudge game, which we don't see nearly enough, but Pudge already 1 and 2, not having the best of times, as Edict and Morphling gonna push the top tower. Ring of Aquila already finished on the Morphling? Yep. And meanwhile, here comes the
Oh
Weaver.
man, this is a fast game.
Yeah, I know, seriously.
No, big gangster. Yeah, big
Uh-oh.
gangster also coming in.
Earthshaker,
Oh,
oh no, you are caught between a tree, Ancient Apparition, and like 10 people as he's gonna do a nice Fisher Block isolating himself, but Fable comes in, nice hook coming in for the Rubik. Rubik is gonna take the fall. Oh, he telekinesis Pudge back. Will he be able to escape? Bottles up. Pudge is caught between the trees! Oh my god, what a perfect play by Rubik as he manages to catch the Pudge in the trees, gets the Hulk back! Pudge trying to get some sweet revenge, but Rubik is going to be stuck in there for now. He sees the Invisor and he wants it. Can he escape? No, Leshrak is going to try to get the fall. Oh, Leshrak dies. His whole Fission comes in and snipes the Rubik. My god, this game. Man. This is why you don't watch the replay before our time, so you can just be
man,
utterly
Matt.
surprised.
Yeah, Matt plays from both sides. That was probably like I don't know if that was the most skilled exchange I've ever seen in my life or the least skilled one. That was just no idea who was going to win until the very last minute. Currently scores 4-4, completely dead even. Top tower, I think, slightly worse for wear, but other than that, I can't see any real advantages for either side.
Yeah, as well, Rubik had a really skilled telekinesis as Pudge was just caught between so much action as he got the hook on Rubik. As looks like Pudge, does he have the bottle just yet? Is he bottle throwing? No, I think he's just dirt poor at the moment. Meanwhile, Rubik just spamming Fable to his heart's content, does not have boots for himself. Meanwhile, Pudge did pick up boots.
Yep.
And meanwhile, nope, nothing happening on the bottom lane. Man, like you said, just gotta be extremely paranoid, just so much action going on.
That's how it is for Dota 1 games, man. You should do more.
Well, they're in short supply these days, but GST
gonna be taking so much damage, gonna be going down.
Yeah, Shikuchi, not instant fade time as Weaver found out, unfortunately, to his demise. But yeah, Dota 1 games seem to be in short supply, but hey, GEST October is coming up soon, so hopefully we'll get some more action from that relatively soon. But right now, Scourge seems to have an advantage, and more importantly, Morphling has not died. Has he been getting a good farm? Well, he's picked it up 34 and 13, so he's starting to get his farm going, and that could be trouble for the Sentinel.
Okay, just a quick check to make sure my mic's going. Am I fading out, in or out, by any chance?
Not really at the moment.
Okay, just double checking. I know you're a little bit soft on my end. I'll just try and yeah. So if ever I stay quiet for long periods of time, it's because I'm probably having trouble hearing you.
It's probably because you're awestruck by my oh so magnificent voice.
Oh, that too. Oh, that too.
Oh man, I wish I could do that in real life though. As Leshrak coming in with more Edict as Weaver gonna take some waveform damage, gonna have to immediately get the heck out of there. But this top tower is gonna take the fall. Are there gonna be reinforcements? Can Leshrak get the last hit? Oh, looks like Edict just wears off, but Oxel does get the last hit, so nicely done by him. Meanwhile, Pudge just gonna chill on the mid lane. But so far it seems like Scourge has a pretty nice advantage, despite Pudge not having too big of an impact.
Oh, I don't know how much of an advantage that is. We're going to be seeing a nice smoke. Are they going to be going in for a big gank, or are they just going to stand here near the rune? Oh, and they're going to see Leshrak gush immediately, plus Cold Feet. Diabolic Edict is going to be going off. Not enough. Hunter, I think, will be the one getting that. Oh, no, wait, it will be Rubik. What a KS.
Yep, the star just saying, I am the star in this team, as he manages to pick up the kill. Meanwhile, Pudge just going to chill out. he's looking for a key. He is level 7, he has full mana, so he's trying to hook on the Ancient Apparition or the Rubik, but looks like he can't find an appropriate target at this point. Earthshaker going to try to get the rune or just roam to the bottom lane, but he might be in for a rude awakening. No boots. Meanwhile, AA, does he have boots? He does not have boots either, as I think Earthshaker just placed ward.
Top lane, or bottom if you're looking at it. Spell Earth is going to hit with the Diabolic Edict way too much, going to bring that Invoker down to his knees.
Yeah, just way too much action at this point. Earthshaker gonna come in from the rear, but looks like the Sentinel want to have some part of this action trying to avenge their Invoker friend as Windrunner very low HP. Here comes the Cold Feet and the Gush. Will she die? Oh, she escapes on the nick of time. Looks like the hook whiffs, but Edict just doing way too much damage as Fissure comes in, biting the Tidehunter. Looks like Lesh will take the fall as just a massive retreat going. Pudge is trying to desperately bottle up. Can they manage to escape? AA is gonna run and try to sacrifice himself for the safety of Rubik, and that might be a worthy sacrifice. No, just gonna juke around as Splurth comes in, and looks like AA might take the fall. No, Invoker comes back in, Cold Snap, Pudge is gonna take the fall. Man, just so much counter ganking me on the top lane. Duking it out with Morphling against the Weaver. Morphling desperately trying to morph everything to strength. Does he have enough mana for waveform? He does not. Weaver, you could probably just turn around. He is going to turn around, but Storm has worn off Morphling solo HP, but neither person wants to go back in. But just, wow, 14 kills in 8.5 minutes. This is what we come to expect from Southeast Asian Dota 1.
Oh yeah, indeed. And we're going to be seeing, I think, a very aggressive push. Windrunner shouldn't be able to defend this by herself at the bottom lane, of course. We're going to be seeing, no, actually, it looks like she'll be just fine. Already hitting level 7. She's picked up a bottle. Very, very interesting choice to go so many bottles on this team. And we're going to see, oh my goodness, in the middle lane, we're going to see a move. It's going to go Gush. It's going to start things off. Swarm, a few more right clicks. That looked eating has been popped. It's not hitting anybody. Leshrac will be going down. Oh my goodness, nice hook. Hook of the Century, and we're going to see Ancient Apparition fall in exchange for that one. He's not done? No, he is done. Okay.
Calm down. Hook of the Century. Oh, man. We might be overstaying it a little bit as Pudge.
Teleport in and hook.
Oh, Rubik!
Oh.
He's gonna get caught. That was a nice hook, but he stole a Fissure. Can he escape? Looks like the Gush is gonna slow it. I think he might be able to escape. No, he telekinesis him backwards. Not sure why he did that, but Rubik trying to desperately run for his life. Can he escape? Trying to wand up. Here comes another hook. Nicely done by BZ, the Pudge. Trying to get his mojo going after feeding in the middle lane a bit. He's hit 3 and 4 after starting out 1 and 3, so he's doing a nice job recovering. But meanwhile, Morphling 45 CS picked up a very early Ghost Scepter. So once Morphling picks up his E-Blade, man, these ganks will come even faster than they did before. And I don't know if my heart can take this.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. You'll get used to it. You'll get there.
Man, I used to be used to it for a long time, but just non-stop action. It's been a while, but back for a rude awakening apparently. Or a nice awakening, depending on how you can see it.
Yes, indeed. And we're going to be seeing Ruby Weaver finishing only a Ring of Basilia. She must have more gold than that. Surely. And oh my goodness, we're going to be seeing double damage rune picked up by the Ancient Apparition. Exactly what he needs. Any favorites for this particular match? I mean, it's been one heck of a ride so far. Both sides being incredibly aggressive in terms of their items, incredibly aggressive in terms of their pushing. Any favorites?
Well, I think just because it's 6-7-4, I think the team with the Morphling has the advantage at this stage because he's had no deaths. He isn't lasting everything, which is a bit unfortunate. But Ancient Apparition going to drop a nice counter ward. But Morphling does have a fast Ghost Scepter, and meanwhile Pudge is trying to get back into the game. Meanwhile, Weaver, I don't think he's a pretty strong carry, but I don't think he can match up nearly as well against the Morphling, considering he has pretty much Jack all in terms of farm. So I think Morphling's team is doing a relatively good job, and especially since Invoker died once and is not lasting everything either. Yeah, Scourge seems to have a nice advantage at this stage.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you, but I don't like it because I was hoping we could have like an argument or something. So
Nah, dude, I'm always right.
Sentinel. I'm gonna say Sentinel because well, obviously their Rubik is secretly Dendy in disguise or something. That was some of the nicest telekinetic tosses ever. So I'm gonna have to root for them in that regard.
Yep, looks like there might be an engagement time. No, just pulling as both teams trying to take a deep breath before diving headfirst back into the midst of all this action. Just checking out Winrunner's item, has the bottle and phase boots, but still there might be a wraparound gank for the Pudge. Are they smoked up? They are smoked up. Was there a central to spot him when it looks like an Earthshaker is there to spot him, and he is going to take the fall. Going to die very, very quickly. Cold Feet does tick in, but here comes the Storm by Weaver. Oh, Weaver's on his team. Echo Slam being used, doing a lot of damage to A, and looks like Earthshaker managed to pick up a kill on B, the Weaver. Not sure how that happened, but it looks like The Echo Slam was enough to finish him off, and there's going to be a chase onto the Tyranitar. Can they get the kill on Tide? Tide is trying to salve up. Meanwhile, Invoker might find himself in for a world of hurt. Just, man, people escaping at low HP. Will there be any more pursuit? Looks like the Star Match killed BZ the Pudge. Just way too much hectic action. I don't know, man.
Oh yes, indeed. Sentinel, I think, in a bit of trouble, as you say, because Morphling hasn't been able to have as much farm as he'd like. Sitting very, very low mana is going to go back to base to regen that up, and we're going to be seeing, I think, a push coming down mid lane. No, he's just going to be running backwards. That's cool. That's also cool.
Yeah, running backwards. Good for your calves.
Oh yeah, especially
Totally.
when you have 4.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, he needs those. He needs all the workout he can get. But yeah, there might be a middle push indeed. But I'm really concerned about this Weaver. 28 CS 0 and 3. They need to find him some room.
Oh, yes, indeed. I'm just checking out this Invoker because he was really having the free farm, and we're going to be seeing Tornado, Initiation, Telekinetic Throw. Where's the Fade Ball? There's a Gush. Oh, Long Range Fisher going to stop everything, but Hook, nope, going to miss completely. EMP is going to be going off, and it looks like, is Earthshaker? No, he's not going to be going down, unfortunately. And I believe that's it. No, there is going to be a big push, just as I say. The reason why I say I believe that's it is because if I say that, then definitely something's going to happen. If I
Yeah.
say nothing's going to happen, so... big push. I mean, not a big push gonna happen right now. Tower is totally not gonna fall.
Oh,
No.
they're totally not going to find these two Scourge heroes nestled in the jungle, and it looks like, oh no, they actually found him. Hook
Oh,
comes in on the
sentry.
AA, as looks like Tornado going to be a little too late to save his ally. Leshrac trying to juke back and forth. Pudge taking a bunch of damage. Here comes the Fissure blocking off the Invoker. Nicely done, but Weaver going to go in on the Pudge. Can he pick up the kill? As Pudge is going to probably take the fall. Meanwhile, the Star managed to pick up a kill on NN, as it looks like Pudge managed to kill himself. He needs to get into counseling, because that is not healthy.
Oh yes, indeed. And just before I forget, Divine Rapier totally will not be purchased this game.
Okay. That seems like
Yeah.
a very, very unsafe prediction, because that will definitely happen in this game.
Oh man, I'm not see. Yeah, totally not gonna be 5 Divine Rapiers like aside as
Oh,
Windrunner gets some solo farm.
Fissure
Oh,
is
big.
going to block off the Morphling as he waveformed up onto the cliff. He did not get Telekinesis Replicate used as he's going to try to escape. Looks like Invoker's going to come in trying to Ghost Scepter out some of the damage. Will Invoker manage to get? It looks like he's trying to Strength Morph, and now Morphling is in a lot of trouble. He might just take the fall. He will die indeed, as he could not morph fast enough. He does end up dying. So that's a bit unfortunate for Scourge, but this might be a bit more unfortunate for the A as he takes the fall as well. 26 kills in 15 minutes, and there's more action on the middle lane. Weaver dies again. So even though they kill the Morphling, the fact that Weaver is getting nothing, this is really troubling. And like you said, the Invoker, he had most of the free farm on the bot lane, but only 51 CS. That is not going to cut it in this game.
Windrunner, in the meantime, taking this opportunity to solo push the bot lane. She's picked up a Headdress Rejuvenation. Gonna go for that mech. Can she get it before the TVs come in? Denied. Beautiful deny. And it looks like she wants to fight this one out with the Invoker. Invoker gonna Tornado, and he's just like, nah, I'm just gonna run out. Easy. Phase boots, man. Oh, she also has phase boots. Okay, I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk about like all these heroes got a decent amount of buffs in the last patch, but there's just been so much action. But heroes like AA, like Weaver got buffs in the last patch. Bat got buffs in the last patch, so that's going to be really, really interesting to see what the new Dota 1 bans will come in for the next GEST. What do you think about that? I know you did analysis yourself. What do you think about the buffs to these Dota 1 heroes that already saw a lot of play? I mean, Ice Rock probably wasn't bouncing it around Dota 1 Southeast Asia, but still, Dota 1 Southeast Asia got some pretty nice buffs for him.
Well, the heroes are pretty ultimate boss. I mean, but the things that I'm looking forward to is the extra gold for team fights. It just promotes tri-laning. The faster skilling for levels 8 and level 9. That's gonna help out with heroes who are maybe sort of not underpicked, but heroes who really need levels a bit more, such as the Earthshaker. It's just going to be overall very much more aggressive games, and we're already starting to see that in some 6.75 tournaments where it's starting to become from 30-minute games to maybe 20-minute games, from 40-minute games to 30-minute games. It's just pretty good as we see Earthshaker initiate with the biggest hook of the century, gonna get the 18 apparition yet again. Our Shackle shot onto 2, power shot and follow it up. Nothing else. Seriously, nothing else.
Anticlimactic, as it looks like they're going to try to get this middle tower. I think they're grouping a bit too much. I'd rather see Weaver trying to get some farm, but looks like they're just going to stay in place. But yeah, I think the biggest change is going to be that goal change. I already see that happening in Dota 1, as that provides a lot more aggression. Tornado going to fly in, going to whiff complete. No, hit the Pudge on just the tip. As here comes Leshak. EMP gonna drain so much mana. This EMP might be huge, gonna drain so much mana. Weaver gonna come in going very aggressively. As Gush gonna fly in as well. Will they kill the Leshak? Weaver trying to desperately get in there. He is gonna kill the Leshak at the very least, but he might pay for it with his life. Can he time lapse out? He does. Nice awareness by B, as he is just being very annoying, just like a bee. But all the while, Morphling is receiving free farm. But Weaver, is he gonna get hooked? Is he gonna get hooked? No, looks like Fissure by Rubik gonna come in. Tornado catches 2 heroes. Here comes the EMP, and Pudge is definitely gonna take the fall. Can he suicide himself? He does once again. It's so much harder in Dota 1, but he still managed to do it 3 times. Nicely done by his Pudge player. But Earthshake is gonna take the fall as well. Sentinel taking a nice bit of their ground back. But will they be able to escape successfully? That remains to be seen, as Morphling has finally decided to join the party. He's just saying, I need to get in on some of this.
What a successful defense. Tower just slightly below half health, and as well as the top tower. Of course, top tower is a tier 2 tower, so it does slightly have a little bit more health than the tier 1. So nice job of defending this early on. Especially important because I do believe the Sentinel actually do have the better early game, certainly the better ganking capabilities. They've shown that when they managed to take down a Morphling, not an easy hero to kill. They managed to pick off the heroes one by one. So I do believe the Scourge, while the Scourge could take that early game route and try go ganking themselves, it's probably a safer bet to let the Morphling just get as much farm as humanly possible, and then just, have fun later in the late game. As we see Morphling get caught out yet again, Tornado, oh my goodness, EMP, telekinetic throw. Are they going to chain stun to death? Yes, they will. Okay, so that was, once again, an attempt to prove me wrong. Hook of Sentry? Yes.
Hook of the Century? No, just kidding. As Weaver decides to prove you wrong as well, man. Just nothing going, as Weaver's managed to pick up some kills, but Morphling has around 100 CS. He has picked up his farm a little bit, but will that be enough? As looks like Sentinel, will they finally kill this middle tier 1 tower? They're more interested in pushing or chasing, which is all well and good, as Rubik gets hooked by a nice Fissure. As Rubik does wait for him out of there. Pudge, can he escape? Ice Blast gonna fly in. Telekinesis is gonna trap Pudge on the wrong side of trees. Definitely not the position Pudge wants to be in. Wants to get Rubik for revenge. Looks like Scourge take 2 deaths right in there. Windrunner tries to do as much damage as possible. Tries to go for the deny. B somehow takes the fall. Do not know how that happened. Can Windrunner escape? Yes, she is. As Tower managed to kill off B. Don't know how that happened.
Well, they ravaged Tidehunter, and basically Tidehunter ravaged for the Earthshaker. B just started attacking him a little bit out of position, managed to take about 5 tower hits, and then just completely died in the end. As we see Tornado gonna get picked up. Oh my goodness, EMP, Gush as well. EMP just gonna miss. Cold Feet's gonna be going off, slowing her down. Telekinetic throw, that is that. And I think bottom lane push? No, just gonna go back to mid. Is it because I said it? Is it because I said it? Seriously?
Maybe. Maybe.
I have a feeling.
But I like what Sentinel is doing, just being very aggressive, trying to get as much experience as possible. Like you said, they do have the better early game team. What I am concerned about, I think it bears repeating, is the Weaver just not having too good of a game. And Morphling, he's farming. He's been dying as well, but the fact that he is farming is going to become a problem very, very soon.
Yep, the tower disadvantage also can't be a good thing. I mean, if it was, that would be the coolest thing ever, as we see. Oh, nope. Just some, okay, yeah. I thought in the middle lane something would have happened. Just some Fissure action right there. Leviathan going to be picking up a Planeswalker Cloak. Very, very interesting choice. The magic resistance. But I guess if you're going against such a spell-heavy lineup, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, these Southeast Asians, they love their spells indeed. And meanwhile, Pudge, what is his score? Could not even click on him. 6 and 8, so he's got a lot of kills, gonna get Flesh Heap up relatively soon. Picked up Tranquil Loots as well as Urn. Can he pick off the Tyrant? It looks like they passed by, trying to get some high fives. Can Invoker escape? The hook comes in! What a hook! My god, that was a good hook. As Pudge, with the help of Windrunner, does get a kill. That was a beautiful hook on a very, very fast Invoker with Wex, and he timed that perfectly. Was that the hook of the century? Probably not.
Probs not, but could be. Totally could be.
Totally
all
could
the hooks
be.
of the century.
They're all. I mean, the fact that we're seeing Pudge in Dota 1 is...
I've had one game with Pudge. Any hook I get is like the hook of the century, because it's obviously non-intentional. Like, I'm just blind hooking.
No, I mean, I think that might be the same for me, because I can't land a hook for the life of me. But will there be a bottom push? Leshrac, not too tanky, has no items whatsoever, but has Edict, and that might be enough to kill this tower by himself without that siege unit. Meanwhile, the Sentinel gonna do a chase, but here comes the Scourge reinforcements. Will they go on? They're gonna go in the Tidehunter. I think he does have Ravage, but it looks like Morphling gonna immediately burst him down. Hook curves, trying to curve the hook, but did not get the kill. Meanwhile, Leshrac is pushing that tier 1 or that tier 2 tower. It will get denied. One more hit by the catapult. No, but it does get denied. Meanwhile, Weaver trying to do some push on the top lane, but Weaver realizes that he is just a very underfarmed Weaver and he can't do too much. And that's always a sad thing.
Yep, let's just check out his level real quick. Level 12. No, not so far behind. I think he could have taken this Pudge in a one-on-one action.
Yeah, dude, he has
Time
treads.
Yeah, the most best value for money. Ring of Aquila as well.
Yeah, man, he is stacked. Hold on.
The strong item.
Yeah, he's gonna get his Divine Rapier pretty soon. About to prove you wrong.
That's what I'm. Yeah, yeah. No, he's totally not gonna do that.
Ah,
That's
right,
remember,
right.
he's not gonna do it.
Not gonna undo that. Not gonna undis do that. As
Yeah.
Windrunner, she has Ace Rune. She's gonna be
Mechanism,
fine.
Mechanism's up on her, so that's gonna be valuable for the next team fight. It is fairly early. I wouldn't say it's the earliest, 23 minutes in, but definitely will be very, very effective. Big hook, big hook. Ah, just gonna miss. Why are these things so short? But yeah, yeah.
Oh
Anyway,
man, do you hear that often?
yeah. Only in bed. So let's see. And in Dodo, obviously. Mana
Um,
Boots completed Earthshaker. Are they gonna be going in? Fisher with a Fisher. Oh, on the wrong side. Nope, but doesn't matter because of the hook and the dismember. Oh, goodbye. Yeah, really, really not very, very good at all for this Weaver.
And as
This
is the
game.
case in Southeast Asian games, as Windrunner is going to take the fall, it seems like the Earthshaker is the best player as a Shackle Shack and hold people in place. Can this Windrunner actually escape? If she does, it'll be a miracle. Going to dodge the Ice Blast as well. Does get the Shatter debuff, but this Windrunner just might escape a 4-man gank. That would be a huge loss for the Sentinel. While devoting that many heroes. Actually, probably not a huge loss, as Windrunner is going to escape. But, you know, the counter gank, is it going on? Looks like Purple took the fall. Oxel, with that shotgun finished, is going to easily be able to kill these very low HP heroes. And, you know, Pudge trying to escape. But right now, I think the Scourge have a pretty solid lead. And this Earthshaker, like I said earlier, just seems to be doing too much work as Leshrac. I think he might die in this exchange. Gush going to come in. Tidehunter does have faster than average move speed. Will they use a Ravage? They will, as Fissure comes in just for the heck of it. But yeah, Ravage for one, very well worth it.
Totally, totally. I mean, it's all cooldown's only like what, 180 seconds or something?
150, yeah, 2.5
150, yeah.
minutes.
2.5 minutes. You're
Yeah,
not gonna be fighting in 2.5 minutes. This is a farming game, right?
yeah, you might not need that for killing the Morphling. But yeah, it's totally a farming game, like you said. 43 kills in 24 minutes. They are farming their asses off on heroes.
The
See
thing
what I
I
did
want
there?
to say is, I want to say that it would actually be a good idea for Nerubian Weaver to get a Divine Rapier to save up. I'd be like, oh, this is the last ditch attempt, but she's actually dying way too fast. If she were to get one, I think that would just solidify the GG-ness of this game. Also very far. As we see, where is the Morphling anyway? Oh, he's farming bot lane, 135 CS. He's gotten his Ethereal Blade,
Yep.
which is just going to be valuable for the next team fight.
Yeah, everybody's pretty squishy. Actually, Rubik's Man should farm some tank. It's very, very... Man, it's like no farm in these games, but heroes always manage to find their items. Like, barely any towers put for the Sentinel, but Rubik has 4-staff point booster, Invoker almost has Yules, so not the best farm, but decent enough farm. And this new patch will only help that, as they're going to get even more powerful earlier on. These Southeast Asians will, but Windrunner might find herself a bit out of position. Leshrac trying to reinforce as well, but Morphling can shotgun down anybody. Just looking down the HP levels, Rubik probably might not get shotgun down, neither will the Invoker, but AA most certainly will, as will the Weaver. So, yeah, it could be a lot of trouble very soon, but Morphling's just like, make love, not war. As SGG disconnects, that's going to be a bit unfortunate, but looks like I'm going to pause right here at the 38-39 minute mark and try to get him back. Alright, we are back and we're ready to unpause, so unpause in 3, 2, 1, go! But right now I can just see the immense amount of creep kills on both sides. Actually, Windrunner and Morphling have managed to get themselves a decent number of last hits, and Earthshaker about 200 gold away from Fishy's Blink Dagger. Meanwhile, if you look at the farm in Sentinel, it is pretty much non-existent, so even though Sentinel they've been keeping it close in terms of kills. The map control, the creep kills will come back to bite them, as if there was a goal graph in this game, I think it would probably be at least 5k in advantage of the Scourge.
I don't know. Django's picked up. Well, Django parts are picked up in the Ancient Apparition, which is always good. Multiple Djangos. Uh,
Alright, we're back once again as we fast forward a little bit, but yeah, we are here and we are ready to resume. No kills were missed, so you did not miss too much, but there might be engagement coming soon, so right on pause.
yep.
So 3, 2, 1, unpause. But like I said in the recording before this, even though the Sentinel have caught up in terms of kills, if you look at the last hits, Windrunner has 99, Invoker has 153, Earthshaker is about to finish his Blink Dagger. Actually, it's on its way. Meanwhile, Sentinel has nothing in terms of farm and are behind in terms of towers. So if you look at, if there was a goal graph in Dota 1, it would probably be at least 5k in the Scourge's favor. As will there be engagement? Fissure going to fly in by the Rubik onto the Windrunner as Tyrant baited, tried to scare away the Windrunner by trying to Ravage, but looks like Morphling gonna kill an easy tower. No, it will get denied. No, E-Blade gonna come in, try to pick off the Invoker. Can he get the last hit at the very least? He does. Nicely done by Oxel, as there's gonna be another reinforcing teleportation, but Morphling probably should not be able to die. He has pretty high mana. Fissure gonna fly in, and that's gonna cancel his TP. Meanwhile, Weaver gonna come in. Morphling, not sure what he's gonna do, as he did not know what he was gonna do either. Meanwhile, 520 does take the fall on the middle lane. Morphling should be able to escape. Oh, he's out of mana. This could be a bit of trouble as he gets tornadoed up in the air. Weaver, one of the best chasers in the game, if not the best chaser, gonna try to pick off this Morphling. Can he do it? But here comes Leshrac with the Edict. Morphling's gonna escape. Meanwhile, Pudge gonna fly back in. Man, can they kill the AA teleports out in the nick of time? That is a very nice TP by him. But another tower being lost by the Sentinel, and meanwhile Bomb Tower is going to get pushed, so they're going to have to go back and defend it, and middle tier 1 tower will take the fall as well, so Sentinel only down by 2 kills, but if you look at the overall game, it's looking much more grim than that.
Oh yes, indeed. Especially when you consider things like the fact that Leshrac is starting to get, I'd say, fairly big. Not in terms of items, but just in terms of level. He's already hitting level 11, which is absolutely fantastic for him. He's maxed Edict, Split Earth as well. Oh my goodness, Telekinetic Throw, Fade Ball as well. Oh, Weaver doing so much damage. Just kill him, just kill him. Echo Slam for 1. A few more right clicks. Yes, there it goes. And I believe somebody else died. Well, yes, to the Pudge apparently.
No, actually, nobody died.
Nobody died.
Nobody
I
died.
thought I saw Pudge collect gold. Okay, my
Nah,
bad.
22 to 23. But yeah, Thyroid Shaker a little bit out of luck, as if the Weaver was in range for Echo Slam, that might have been able to kill the Rubik. But unfortunately for him, that was not going to be the case. But man, Sentinel just caught in a tough position. Meanwhile, I'm not too sure what Weaver is doing. Come on, Weaver, go farm. There are creeps here. You want to hit those creeps and get some gold, not just chill in the middle lane doing nothing. But yeah, that's a bit unfortunate for the Weaver. As looking at the items, Earthshaker Blink, like I said, uh, Force Staff up on the Pudge. Meanwhile, Lincoln's about to finish on the Morphling. He's trying to go for the Titan to kill. He gets it easily. And this is just turning very one-sided as he does get the hook onto the Weaver. But yeah, it looks like middle lane should be able to escape.
And this, obviously, this ultimate orb, the first component in the Divine Rapier, the new Divine Rapier, for the Nerubian Weaver, or either that, Eye Scotty, or maybe even Lincoln Sphere. I'm gonna have to guess Lincoln Sphere just for that survivability aspect. Not sure if any of these items would actually help, or if they're really that game-changing. If they can actually turn it around. Force Staff, as I think you mentioned before, picked up on the Pudge. Blink Dagger picked up on the Rygar Stonehoop. That's gonna do wonders. Oh, I just love the Blink Echo Slam as we see Shackle Shot onto Fissure. Oh, the biggest hook ever, and he's gonna get the Ancient Apparition. Apparition did manage to get his Ice Blast off, though. Not gonna be hitting anybody. Leshrac gonna be caught out a little bit by a Fissure. Wave form in, a few more right clicks, gonna get that one. Earthshaker doing a few more bit damage. Shackle Shot, wow, plus a dust. Gonna get, yes, with the
Latest Ravage of Tidehunter's life.
No follow-up damage. It looks like Tidehunter might actually go down for this. He's going to be taking a few more right clicks. No telekinetic throw. Nicely done. Oh, nicely stunning the Pudge. Pudge is going to be moving forward. Fissure going to block everybody off. Fade Ball as well. Shackle Shot going to hit a creep. We're going to be seeing, oh, biggest hook ever. Going to get the Dismember, but just be KS by the Morphling. As we see Weaver come in. She wants to finish somebody off. She's going to go for the Pudge. Pudge, I believe, should be going down. He's going to Sakuchi forward. Going to be canceling that Magic Bottle. Few more right clicks, really one more right click. Tidehunter going to be coming in. Yep, going to take that one nicely as we see. I think that's the end of the engage. Excellent.
Man, all these engagements so hectic as Weaver did buy back. But yeah, I think that Ravage was probably on cooldown, so not gonna hard a little too much on the tide. But the fact that Weaver had to buy back is gonna be unfortunate for Sentinel because Weaver even less gold to farm up. But they did manage to get a couple of kills. Meanwhile, Morphling has finished the Lincoln Sphere, and Ravage is down, so Scourge might take a team fight, but Winner takes the fall as well. So Sentinel just being utterly relentless, just saying we don't need farm, we're just gonna try to pick up as many hero kills as possible, and that might get them back in the game. As E-Blade not gonna be enough to finish off the A. Leshrac trying to fly in as well. Earthshaker, blink in, Echo Slam on 4. What a play by Earthshaker, as it looks like Weaver gets out in the nick of time. Tyranitar, will he escape? He will, as Blinken Echo Slam on 4 only gets 1 kill. A bit disappointing for the Earthshaker, but he stopped the push. Meanwhile, Invoker farming bottom. Invoker, is he close to anything? Still hasn't finished the Yos, and he's been working on that for a while now. But Earthshaker
Yep, and
gonna
we've seen
pursue.
mid.
Yep, gonna
Yep,
pursue
no,
the
just
Rubik
big fish.
as Telekinesis gonna be sending the Earthshaker back, but I think this middle tower will take the fall. Weaver gonna fly back in. Dust is casted. I think time lapse is up. Crisscrossing fissures as they just make a giant X on the battlefield. That is the biggest X marks the spot that I have ever seen. As Pudge trying to get a hook, does he want the Weaver? He's gonna try to go for it. As Tyranitar can maneuver himself into position, looks like the hook latches onto a
Hook in the
creep.
century.
Hook of the century. Indeed, Winner is going to take the fall at the very least, as Invoker's EMP damage enough to kill that, as looks like... Oh! Clutch Cyclone by Invoker. Longest teleport of that Leshrac's life. Another kill going in the way of Sentinel. Sentinel finding themselves back in this game, but keep in mind, Morphling's not in any of these engagements, but hey, they're just getting kills left and right, and that's good for them. Meanwhile, Morphling in a farm bottom lane
He's had
continues.
free farm for like the past like 10 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry. I think.
Yeah, I think you were cutting out a little bit, but looks like you are back in here, so it's all good. But yeah, they're not gonna. They might be able to pick off this middle 2-2 tower. They are gonna do that, and that's nice for them. Keep in mind that last team fight was fought without the Ravage, and it is up, as another disconnect gonna happen. Meanwhile, bomb tower is gonna get pushed, so I'm gonna pause. Alright, we're back. Gonna unpause in 3, 2, 1, go. But looks like there's gonna be teleport bot. Pudge does not get the hook of the century as Morphling picks up a kill. The Adaptive Strike was towing as that was enough to burst it down, but Tyranitar uses the Ravage. Big misplay by the Tyranitar as that Ravage was totally unnecessary. Can Pudge escape? Looks like we're gonna try to catch up with him, but Pudge will escape. But the fact that they got a Morphling for that is pretty good for them. But meanwhile, yeah, it's
Yep.
it's still looking tough for the Sentinel, but they're doing a lot of right plays, except for this Hunter, who is not doing that well.
Well, I think the Ravage was it on cooldown? I don't believe it was. Maybe just a little bit antsy. They really did need to get that Morphling. If he did get away, it would have just been extra farm. It would have been bad. So really desperation out of there. Pulling out all the spells really.
Yeah, that is definitely the truth. As looks like the Sentinel, they constantly are throwing their heads against the wall, hoping that it will finally break the middle. That is, and the fact that Morphing's dead for another 20 seconds might give them the opening that they need. But they do have to contend with the Blink Echo, so a little bit of a stalemate at this point. But right now, the fact that Weaver, does he have an item yet? Nope. But how close is he
No,
to
he
his
has
Lincolns?
a ultimate orb still, unfortunately.
Yep, and still 1k away from the person from finishing the Lincoln Sphere. So
Sorry about that.
very, very grim for the Sentinel.
Lincoln Sphere, of course, not a damage item, and we're seeing level 16 on this Windrunner. She's got her phase boots, she's got her force staff, so that's her core. She can start building damage items she wants. We're going to be seeing EMP. Nope. Okay, not going to hit anybody. Well done. Yeah, and these very, very tense standoff, long range Fisher, force staffs out. This is just not good for the Sentinel. The longer they have this sort of Mexican standoff, the longer that Morphling can farm. I mean, Weaver currently farming the top lane, Morphling farming the bot, but Morphling does have like a 10k gold advantage at this point. He's going to be going for BKB next, which I think might be the right choice. As we're going to see, no engage. Okay, once again, just me and my paranoia.
Yeah,
Weaver, yeah, both
and
sides.
the fact that Weaver and Invoker just now hit 100 CS 36 minutes in the game is really, really troubling. as there might be engagement for the Weaver. Blink and Echo onto the Weaver. They chain the stuns. Weaver takes the fall. Echo Slam being used a much shorter cooldown than Ravage, as that was worth it to kill the Weaver, and that is just going to be very, very troubling for the Sentinel. Meanwhile, BKB is going to be the option for Morphling. I do agree with you. I do think that this is the right call, but it looks like Sentinel, they're just saying, Weaver, our least important hero, we don't even need him. We're just going to push in. We have Ravage. We should try to get maybe some map control and try to win a team fight at the very least.
Least important here, I think you actually may be right, which is the sad part. Really has not been really participating in these fights. His damage is sort of negligible at this point, as we see Sentinel want to go for a gank. Oh, unfortunately, Morphling just going to dodge the tornado by teleporting out. And it was also like 2 meters to his left, so
Yeah, that is
things aren't.
that's a bit unfortunate. Earthshaker's finished the force staff as well. So Sentinel, can they make a comeback? One thing that is going for them is that they've been doing a remarkable job in terms of keeping up with the kills. But unfortunately for them, Invoke a double force staff trying to propel Pudge back into the midst of everything. Adaptive Strike holding Pudge in place. He steals the hook. So can he get a hook onto the Pudge? That is going to be the question for Rubik. He's going to try to get in position. He was not able to do so, and Pudge is going to escape for now. But still, Weaver teleports back. Looks like they're just going to give up farming and try to get a middle push, because that is what they... I think they realize that that is their only option of winning at this point. They can't out farm them, so they're going to try to just win a team fight and try to get the base.
Questions about the team fight is, of course, who do you focus down? Do you really want to focus the Pudge? I mean, they devoted a lot of spells onto that Pudge. Once you do that, you've pretty much exhausted them all for at least the next 10 seconds. In that time, you've got Rygar Stone, who he can blink in, he can interrupt everything. Leshrac, of course, just absolutely deadly with a force staff. We see the hook at the sand. No, okay, just a lot of force staffs. Leshrac, of course, we can with the Split Earth, which is AoE stun. You've got his damage, just Pulse Novas, which I'm pretty sure he's going to start skilling soon. Although he hasn't picked up any strength or mana regen items. So, could
Yep.
I be wrong again?
I
No,
don't
no,
know.
there's no way.
Sentinel, they have to make their move soon because the bottom and top lanes both being pushed in. And bottom tier 2 tower, or bottom tier 3 tower, almost at half HP. Meanwhile, the top has not yet been touched. But it will come very soon as Morphling, did he get a replicate going? He's just going to go in and farm. And looks like a Sentinel, they're caught in a very awkward position. That tier 3 tower in the top lane is going to take significant damage, as looks like Weaver's going to be there to reinforce. But Morphling's just going to escape. Tornado can fly, and he's going to try to go for the Invoker, slowing him down. Looks like EMP going to be enough. Can they stun him? Is Cyclone on cooldown for the Invoker? He had Yules. Was it on cooldown? That might have been a mistake, as looks like Windrunner did take the fall on the bottom lane. So nice recovery by Sentinel. But middle tier 1 tower finally takes a fall, and that might give Scourge the option to go into that Roche pit. But still, I do not know why that Invoker did not just Cyclone the Morphling into the air with his Cyclone. Double
No
Cyclone.
mana, maybe?
But
Should have had
Pudge
enough.
gonna get initiated on Chilling Touch being used as well. Pudge is gonna take the fall as well. So despite Sentinel just being in constant deficit, Scourge playing a bit sloppy as well. As looks like Earthshaker is going to take the fall as well. If Earthshaker dies and he doesn't have buyback, that could mean a huge opening for the Sentinel. 3 dead, only Morphling, the significant hero, is alive. And no Echo Slam, but still all the waves being pushed for the Sentinel. I don't know if they can do too much with this push.
Yeah, I don't even think they're going to be able to scratch top tower. Leshrac is actually very, very good in terms of the anti-push. It's just one of the side effects of having 3 AoEs. And we're going to be seeing Roshan attempt? No, just a Roshan check. No, it will be an attempt. Yes, thank you for proving me wrong yet again. As we see, Django Charge is going to be popped. I'm not sure if they can take this. Morphling standing, they know the illusion's going to scout them out. Leshrac as well. Looks like Rubik's going to deal with them solo by himself. Telekinetic throw, Ancient Apparition, Ice Blast, hook. Oh, going to get the Leshrac. Beautifully done, but of course he stuns 3 before he goes. Are they actually going to get Roshan? He's sitting about half health.
I don't know
This
if they
could
have
be what they need.
Alacrity being put on the Weaver, but they don't have a lot of physical DPS. Morphling gonna come and try to kill the Invoker once again. Shackle Shot flying in, nice Shackle Shot. Morphling replicates out to safety. Hook gonna fly in on the Windrunner, but looks like a 4-staff telekinesis. Man, just being thrown back and forth. Blink and Ravage on 2. Can they kill the Morphling? I think Morphling might have enough to buy back. A huge Echo Slam by the Earthshaker. Gonna pick up a bunch kill. This Earthshaker might have just sealed the fate of the Sentinel as Morphling picks up a triple kill. That's gonna mean Roshan, and that means it's looking... Sentinel had a hope, but now it's looking very unlikely.
Oh, yes, indeed. Let me just say that, when I was talking earlier about how it was totally going to be the Sentinel to win, that was I was being ironic.
Yeah,
I
you're
obviously,
playing devil's advocate.
yeah, I was being ironic there. So if you guys want to check out more failed predictions, make sure to visit my YouTube channel. YouTube's I think /user/ screen guard guy. A lot of cool stuff there.
Yep,
Mainly
as
Dota 1. So
yep. Morphling just gonna be in heaven as this bottom lane. I just want to check out the gold really fast. He's gonna pick up at least 200 gold if he manages to get last hits. Come on, Morphling. As yep, that gold is plummeting up for that Morphling. Another waveform gonna seal the fate of these creeps. But Morphling is just rolling in the money. Did not even feel like he needed to pick up the Aegis. He just let Pudge have that. So Pudge is just gonna be quite content. But meanwhile, Sentinel, they might have finally run out of gas.
yep. Well, I think the whole idea. I'm not sure if the Aegis thing was a troll, but I feel that they pretty much used Pudge as a meat shield. I mean, he's got the Hood of Defiance. His natural magic resistance is just through the roof. He's really been their tank, and he has been the brunt of most of the spells, most of the ultimates, uh, throughout the game. And I don't think you can underestimate that significance. Like, I was hoping to see him as like a super ganker rover, like feeding on heroes, hooks of the century. But just him absorbing all that damage has just been absolutely tremendous for the team fights. Top lane, no,
Yep,
no big
no
push.
question, as they managed to kill a significant creep wave on that top lane, but Leshrac pocketed all the money. Sentinel, no, they have pretty much one option. They're just going to throw their heads against a brick wall and hopefully it'll crumble. They're going to try to kill the Morphling, realizing that Morphling doesn't have Aegis. He might not have buyback. If Morphling is caught out, he does have a replicate with his team. How much time is left? He still has about 10 seconds. That might be 10 seconds too late for the Sentinel. Oh, the replicate is going to time out. I think no, Morphling just gets back in there, senses something is up, and now Sentinel, I'll have to teleport back. That has got to be a heartbreaker, just using all that time. And E-Blade, insta-kill the Invoker.
Now with the E-Blade buff, I'm hoping to see it a lot more. Ravage going to be going on through. Where's the follow-up damage? It will Renard be going down. No, Mech's going to save her life. Shackle Shot, which was stolen waveform, going to be going for the Ancient Apparition. Not going to get him, surprisingly enough. Earthshaker's going to be taking all that focus damage from the Weaver, but in the same... Oh, she's just going to get away. Nice. 4 staffs there. 4 staffs forward yet again. Fissures are being dropped everywhere. Huge chain stuns. Nova's finally going to get dropped. There's the waveform forward. Going to get some kills. As we see Shackle Shot on 2, but nobody can do anything about it. There's no follow-up damage. Weaver's forced to run away. Buybacks are coming in, and I do believe now could be the final push. Tower looking at slightly more than half health. But of course, everybody is on the Scourge side are at full health, so this is not much of a contest.
Yep, Ravage was used, as was Echo Slam, so that is something going for the Sentinel. But without Ravage, it's looking very, very difficult for them to push in, as Morphing just going to E-Blade, let Leshrac do most of the damage. It looks like Rubik and Salvo try to get into the action as fast as possible. But Rubik and A cannot hold a fort alone, as Morphing just replicates back out. Weaver gonna come back in. Looks like they're gonna do a bunch of damage to the Pudge, but Pudge did he use the Aegis in the last encounter? He still has the Aegis, so Pudge can just tank all of this. But Sentinel, they're defending. That is something that is going for them, and Morphling might just take the fall. Can he escape trying to do some body block as Hook gonna fly in as well to try to save the Morphling. Morphling just morphs everything to strength and just gets on out of there, but nice defense by Sentinel at the very least. Meanwhile, Pudge trying to get himself into position. Can he get Hook onto the Invoker at the very least? Looks like Earthshaker, he bought back. Will he pay for it with his life? Leshrac at least is going to do that. Bite going to go down onto the Invoker. Here comes Morphling, as this is probably one of the most hectic engagements I've seen in a while. Meteor going to fly in as well, immediately waveformed by the Morphling. Looks like Pudge going to try to give up his Aegis and get back to full HP. Mechanism being popped in. Echo Slam cooled down in the midst of that, and that means that that is going to be the end of that engagement. Just, wow. Such a hectic engagement, and it still might not even be over. Here comes Weaver. Can they get the hook going? Hook of the century by the Pudge, as he's still not going to lose his Aegis. That is something going from, as we were going to turn around. Blink in by the Earthshaker. Stun. Can they get the bite? Waveform going to fly in. And that's going to mean the death of the Sentinel. But Ravage is up. Will the Scourge decide to push in? They use Echo Slam.
Well,
Man.
at this point, I think the Sentinel are gonna have to start going for desperation items like Mask of Madness. I would recommend like Divine Rapier, except I don't think the Weaver can afford it. So Mask of Madness or something. Just anything to get damage at the moment. During the last engage, that's what they were lacking. They weren't lacking it earlier on because they had enough stuns to make up for it. But now in big team fights, they're starting to lose out in terms of damage. They're not able to burst down heroes fast enough. So many times they were just able to run away. Like there was a big stun, a Ravage on 3, but all heroes were able to run away before the stun duration ran out. As we see Tower go down, Ancient Apparition Ice Blast trying to do something right now.
Yeah, so SVR gonna lose out to these Thailanders as looks like Beater gonna plan on the Pudge. He still has Aegis, he still has like full HP. No, he lost Aegis at the very least, so that is something going for him, but it looks like Morphling gonna try to go to town. They're just gonna hit some buildings and run the heck out of their pipe being used as well. Can they escape? Looks like EMP gonna be dropped on the Pudge. Try to desperately defend as Hook flies in onto the Invoker. Blink and Ravage onto 4, but like you said, where is the Dodge? The Dodge is non-existent. Invoker gonna take the fall. BKB Morphling not giving any sorts of damn. Gonna go back in as one last disconnect, but Morphling gonna fly back in. I'm gonna pause, but then I'm gonna finish this. But yep, gonna finish this game as it is very close to ending. Tyrant blinks back in, but Oxel, the Morphling, just gonna go clean up the rest of the mess. As Rubik and trying to do some last hits whenever possible. Can Weaver pick up the kill on the Earthshaker at the very least? No, this Weaver is just having no luck whatsoever. Morphling gonna way back in. Weaver is gonna be hard pressed as Leshak doing what Leshak should do, being a ghetto nature's prophet, pushing that middle tier 2 tower. Looks like here comes the initiation. Echo Slam being used for the third time in the Sentinel area. Morphling is beyond godlike. This is going to be the end of the game for sure. 4 people dead. Earthshaker going to take the fall, but Weaver going to get shackled, held in place. Triple kill being picked up by the Morphling yet again. GG is called. JI is the call by Nakem as SVR fell to iDeal.Gigabyte, who are the runners-up, and they win this match from the TESL. Pudge gets forced after back in. Orpling just too fat, too furious, as super match is called. It was a very exciting match, but very, very sloppy as, but yeah, a lot of kills. Man, let me just see. 87 kills in 48 minutes, my god. This is Dota 1 in Southeast Asia, folks, as, yeah, hopefully we'll see some more action relatively soon. I'm going to try to cast Dota 1 games that have heroes that are not implemented in Dota 2 so we can see how they are utilized. But unfortunately, Dota 1 games are sort of dying out, and especially Screener guy who's casting Dota 1 these days. Check out his channel. He's a really awesome guy. Unfortunately, his internet is not the best, so dual casts are a bit tricky with him, but he's really an awesome guy, so please do help him out. He is casting Dota 1 because there is such a demand for them, so if you love Dota 1, please support Screen Guard Guy. That's all I can say at this stage, but that is going to be the end of this game. I'm gonna pause it, bring down the final score screen. As you can see, Morphling ends up 25-3. My god, ridiculous the number of kills on that Morphling, but yep. That is going to be the end of this cast. I was B-balling, and with me was Screen Guard Guy for most of this cast, but unfortunately at the end, it was just not meant to be to close it out. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this game. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you want to see more Dota 1 by subscribing to me and helping me out. Also support my stream. That's where I cast a lot of tournaments these days, and if I get enough requests, I might do some Dota 1 casts on my stream as well. So please do follow me, twitch.tv/bball773. But thank you for watching, and see you next time.